As the night deepens and the shadows stretch across the Tower of London, a chilling mystery awakens. A ghostly figure said to glide silently through its ancient halls. Some say she appears when the air grows cold, her presence marked by an unshakable feeling of dread. Who is she? A restless spirit trapped by betrayal? A queen silenced by history? Or something else entirely? The White Lady, as she's called, has haunted the tower for centuries, her story woven into its dark and bloody past. But is she real, or merely a figment of the imagination? Stay with us as we delve into the chilling depths of this haunting tale, uncovering secrets that may leave you questioning what you believe and what lurks in the shadows. The Tower of London stands as a symbol of strength and endurance, a fortress of stone and shadow that has weathered the tides of history. Built by William the Conqueror in 1078, it has served as a royal palace, a prison, and a treasury, bearing witness to events that shaped the course of nations. Over centuries, the tower has stood watch over the River Thames, silently observing the Norman conquest, the Tudor reign, and the rise and fall of empires. Within its fortified walls, monarchs like Henry VII and Elizabeth I made decisions that altered the fate of nations, while betrayal and treachery left their indelible marks. The tower's dungeons echo with the cries of prisoners, some of whom were famous figures in history, awaiting their grim fates. The walls, etched with graffiti carved by desperate hands, tell stories of despair and longing for freedom. Yet the tower's legacy is not only one of the living but also of the spectral. As dusk falls, the air grows heavy with untold stories, and the atmosphere shifts. Shadows lengthen, and an eerie silence fills the corridors, where whispers from the past seem to echo through time. The tower becomes a place where the line between the physical world and the otherworldly feels hauntingly thin. Each stone of the tower appears to hold a fragment of the past, a memory etched in its cold, weathered surface. By moonlight, the tower takes on a ghostly glow, its passageways transforming into portals to another era. Its history is soaked in sorrow and blood, with tales of prisoners, executions, and restless spirits. The execution site remains a somber reminder of lives lost, while the ancient prison cells resonate with stories of despair and longing. Among the tower's many ghostly legends, one story stands out: the tale of the White Lady. Her spectral presence is said to roam the halls, forever tethered to the tower's tragic history. For generations, whispers of her have drifted through the dark hallways, echoing off ancient stone walls and filling the air with a chilling sense of mystery. She is often glimpsed fleetingly, a graceful yet haunting figure moving near flickering candles or high ceilings. In her presence, the light of the candles dances unnaturally, casting long, eerie shadows that seem to tell her tale. Known only as the White Lady, her name is whispered in hushed tones by those who dare to acknowledge her ghostly presence. The White Lady is more than just a ghost. She is a legend, a haunting embodiment of the Tower of London's dark and tragic history. Her story, steeped in love, loss, and betrayal, is one of eternal unrest, her spirit seemingly unable to find peace. Known for her sudden and chilling appearances, she instills fear even in those skeptical of the supernatural. Her presence is often marked by an icy breeze and a sharp drop in temperature, sending shivers down the spine of anyone nearby. Visitors have reported feeling an overwhelming sense of dread, as though unseen eyes are watching them from the shadows. Described as a young woman with a pale, sorrowful face, her eyes are said to be her most haunting feature, pools of unending sadness that seem to pierce directly into the soul. She wears a flowing white gown, tattered and worn, as though she has wandered the tower's halls for centuries. Her movements are almost otherworldly, as she glides silently through rooms and corridors, her dress trailing behind her like a ghostly veil. Bound by no physical laws, she drifts through walls and closed doors, appearing and vanishing at will, leaving behind an icy chill and a palpable sense of unease. Some accounts describe her as a bright flash of white light, a fleeting ghost that vanishes almost as quickly as she appears. This ethereal version of the White Lady is elusive, offering only the briefest glimpse before disappearing. Accompanying her fleeting presence is often a soft whisper, a voice that seems to emanate from nowhere and everywhere at once. Whether she appears as a spectral figure or a sudden flash, all who encounter her feel a profound coldness, a chill that cuts to the bone and lingers long after she has gone. Her presence is not merely a ghostly phenomenon but a somber reminder of the tower's dark and blood-soaked past. She is a spectral echo of the tragedies and sorrows that have unfolded within its ancient walls, her haunting presence a testament to the weight of history that the Tower of London continues to bear. We may never truly know who the White Lady is, a mystery that has intrigued historians and ghost hunters for centuries. The Tower of London, with its long and bloody history, has always been a magnet for tales of the supernatural. Among these legends, the White Lady remains one of the most famous, a spectral figure witnessed by many but identified by none. However, two names often surface when discussing her identity: Anne Boleyn and Lady Jane Grey. Both tragic figures, both queens in their own right, met their untimely ends within the cold, unforgiving walls of the tower. Anne Boleyn, King Henry VIII's second wife, was executed on Tower Green in 1536. Her execution was a spectacle, attended by many, and it marked a significant turning point in English history. The serene patch of grass now known as Tower Green was once the site of her violent and abrupt end. Accused of adultery and treason against the king, Anne was beheaded after a swift and brutal trial. Most historians believe the charges were fabricated, a cruel means for Henry to rid himself of a wife who failed to provide a male heir. Her death was as tragic as it was unjust, and some believe her spirit remains tethered to the tower, unable to find peace. Anne's ghost is said to roam the grounds where she once walked as queen. Witnesses describe her as a sorrowful figure, her presence most often felt on the anniversary of her execution. Her mournful cries have reportedly echoed through the night, chilling those who hear them. These sightings have been reported by visitors and staff alike, further cementing the tower's reputation as one of the most haunted places in England. Whether Anne Boleyn is the White Lady or another restless soul from the tower's dark past, her story continues to captivate and haunt, just as her ghostly figure is said to do. The legend of Anne Boleyn's ghost continues to captivate and terrify those who hear it. But the White Lady might also be Lady Jane Grey. Known as the 9 Days Queen, Jane was a young monarch used as a pawn by powerful figures. Crowned queen at just 15 years old, her reign was abruptly ended by Mary Tudor, who removed and imprisoned her in the Tower of London. In 1554, Jane met her tragic fate when she was executed within its walls. Her ghost, said to be weighed down by sorrow over her short life and untimely death, is believed to wander the tower's hallways, a haunting reminder of lost innocence. Sightings of Jane's spirit are most often reported in the Queen's house, where she spent her final days. Her mournful cries echo through the stillness, a chilling reminder of the tower's cruelty. The power of the White Lady's story can be understood by looking back at the beliefs of the 1500s. During this time, most people believed in ghosts, as death was ever present, and the boundary between life and death felt tenuous. It was widely thought that the spirits of the dead lingered in the living world, seeking peace, revenge, or a way to communicate with the living. With its grim history of executions and imprisonment, the Tower of London became a focal point for these supernatural beliefs, providing fertile ground for ghostly legends to flourish. Even today, the Tower of London exudes an air of mystery and foreboding. Its ancient architecture seems to whisper secrets of the past, its walls holding echoes of sorrow and tragedy. As night falls, shadows flicker under the gaslight, and the tower's dark history feels closer than ever. The silence is broken only by distant sounds of traffic or the occasional bird. Yet beneath this quiet lies a palpable sense of unease. It's easy to imagine ghosts gliding through the tower's rooms, their presence woven into its very stone. And so, the mystery of the White Lady lingers, her story entwined with the tower's dark history. Is she the tragic Anne Boleyn, searching for peace? Or the sorrowful Lady Jane Grey, mourning her stolen youth? Perhaps she's something more, a reflection of the fear, loss, and whispers that echo through time. The truth remains shrouded in shadow, as elusive as the ghost herself. One thing is certain: the Tower of London holds its secrets tightly, its stones resonating with the weight of untold stories. As the lights fade and silence settles over its ancient halls, we're left to wonder, what will it reveal next? Let us know your thoughts, and don't forget to subscribe for more haunting mysteries that bridge the past and the unknown.